Y'all ready?
Yep.
Joe?
Hello.
Questions for Joe?
Joe, coming into the season, did you see this coming from Clyde, what he was able to do with 1,000 yards, catching the ball, more catches today than rushes? Did you see this, like he was capable of this?
Absolutely. I knew it from the moment I got here last year that Clyde was a special player and he's going to have a lot of success for us. And then I knew that this offense fit him perfectly. We kind of used him like that guy over there in New Orleans. And he's great out of the backfield, and then when they want to bring the extra DB in, try to cover, and then we can run it with him too.
Joe, you win the West, which hasn't happened here in 8 years, but there was not any kind of celebration or anything like that. That's just
business as usual. That's never our goal this year to win the West. We got more goals ahead of us.
We're getting used to what the offense looks like now, with the versatility that you guys are able to function with each week. Getting everyone involved. You set records for passing, receiving, and now rushing.
Yeah, we have 5 guys on the field at all times that can beat you. And I think Thad had over 60 yards in the first half. Clyde almost had 100 yards receiving as well as almost 200 yards rushing. So it's really pick your poison with those 5 guys. Who are you going to cover one-on-one?
How do you decide?
I let them decide, and then I choose based on what they do. They were doubling Justin all night, and so that let Clyde and Thad get off, and then they were doubling Jamar in the first half as well. They were trying to take 1 and 2 away, and then they weren't able to do it because Thad and Clyde and Terrace were hurting him in the first half.
Joe, to clinch the West, what is a win like today? Say about where you're going.
We expected this. We expected this coming in the year. If we weren't 11-0 right now, we'd be disappointed. So I think it's a testament to the hard work, but we got more ahead of us.
Ed was very fired up about the Texas A&M game, the opportunity to face them. You didn't try to hide it. That's obviously something you guys have talked about or known about.
Excited for Saturday. Excited.
Because of redemption, because of the way it unfolded. Why has that one got everyone's attention?
Chance to go 12-0.
What was your reaction hearing that y'all were the first team in SEC history to have a 4,000-yard passer and 2,000-yard receivers and a 1,000-yard rusher in 1 year? I guess.
Yeah, we still got 4 games left too. So I don't know if the ones we're breaking this year, I don't know if they'll ever be broken again. This is a special team for us.
Joe, how much more can this offense do with given all that production? How much more room do you guys have to grow?
Yeah, so we started out slow. I think 2 of our first 3 drives didn't end in points, and that's not like us. We've been scoring on our first 5, 6, 7 drives, and so that was a little disappointing. We got it going in the second quarter, in the second half. We had a really good 2-minute drill before the half, so that was exciting for our team. But our goal is to score in every possession. We didn't do it.
We joked that it was Shaq that got the place going and you guys started scoring afterwards. But what was it? Were there adjustments or was it just execution?
We were just hurting ourselves in those first couple drives. We had penalties and on one drive and then missed assignments on the other, and we just got those cleaned up and we got back to business as usual.
what was your perspective on Clyde's 89-yarder there?
Yeah, so I think he had 99 before the run, and we just put him in for 1 play, get 2 yards, and I think he busted. What was it? 8? You said 89 yards.
89,
Yeah, so we just wanted to get him a couple more yards to get 100, and then he ended up getting 188.
Joe, 12 in a row since that game that you guys lost. Do you think maybe that loss in a way kind of set the table for what's happened here this year in any way?
I think the last part of that game, we really found ourselves as an offense. We started going more 6-man, 5-man protection in the second half and overtime in that game. We started rolling a little bit, and then we carried that over into the bowl game. So I would say, yeah.
Was that a product of just having none of the playbook left that you guys had to do that against A&M last year?
Say that again?
You just said that towards the end of the A&M game that you guys started to find yourself on offense. Was that a product of just so many plays being called that you guys had nothing left that A&M hadn't seen?
Towards the very end, yeah. We got on the headset and we're like, well, we used all of our 2-point plays. Like, what else are we gonna run? And so we just started throwing stuff out there. But I think we felt like we could handle them up front, and then Clyde getting out of the backfield, Nick getting out of the backfield. It really helped us last year. We've kind of found ourselves in that overtime game.
I remember you were really upset about the third down. You didn't convert at the end of regulation, right? You could have put the game away.
Yeah, for sure. You know, they put the ball in my hands. We were like a yard and a half short. I mean, hindsight is 20/20. If you throw the ball there and have an incompletion, the clock stops and they have more time than they even had, and they probably go down and score anyway. So it was just an unfortunate day for us, and we're looking forward on Saturday.
I mean, you were literally exhausted after that game. I mean, how much of that energy do you kind of put into this season, and like knowing the depths of where you can go? How much did that like kind of show you where you can go this year?
I give it all I have every game, and that just was basically 2 games in 1. So it was a longer one than usual, and you know, we knew what we were capable of this year. I wouldn't say that game had a big deal or had a lot to do with this season, but I think we started to find ourselves in that game for sure.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe.